Welcome back. Here's another episode of Inspiration Education. This morning we are at the Triangle Y, which is located in Tucson, Arizona, but it's on the other side of the mountain from where we go to school. And
we're on retreat.
Yeah, we're on retreat, which basically in its most simplest sense means just to get away. Yeah, and so we're here. This is a tradition that our school does every year. We've been doing it since 1991.
Correct?
You started it.
No.
With you. Well, you were the first amongst the staff to go on the first one.
That's right. And we've been some of the traditions that we started 28 years ago are still alive today.
Yep.
One of the big ones is just getting together and being a family. Like the first night, we just get together and be a family, and then on the second night, we do little competitions between homerooms, and that besides just hanging out and having sessions together, we just I don't know, it's just a good time to get together and be away and be with family.
So this is definitely an unusual vlog in the sense that our what we're trying to just show is basically getting away with your students, and we totally understand that this is something that's going to be really hard it's a paradigm shift, so that would be really hard to ask your administration for, and I don't know if it starts with your whole school or if it starts with just your class. Maybe you just take your class to Starbucks or something like that.
Right. So yeah, we want to give you a taste of the value of what we get out of retreating away with our students, and for you to think about how you can do that, how you can get outside of the box and figure out a way in which you can do that with your students, regardless of whether you're public school, private school, any of those things.
Yeah. And so why retreat? Well, watch these next takes, and then we'll explain why you should try to strive to get away with your students outside of teaching.
Right on. Because again, that's going to enhance the learning. I mean, this is what this vlog is all about, is how can we inspire teachers to inspire students to enhance the learning and make it meaningful for students.
Yeah,
okay?
Absolutely.
All right,
so
cool.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
How's your butt feel? It's cold, but I have a high pain tolerance. I'm alright. How you feeling, Matthew?
I can't feel my butt.
Freedom! We are! Who are we? Men! Join or die!
Ready to strike! Men are always ready to fight! Join or die! Ready to strike! Men are always ready to fight!
Whoever just got out of the screen, whoever just got out of the screen.
Presentation. Thank you. That was awesome. Hello. This adorable table over here. That's my boy. I love you.
I love you too.
Does anybody?
Last minute French braid. What are we talking about?
Not for you.
Well, actually, we're talking about her sister.
Oh!
Yeah.
We miss you!
Tay,
We miss you!
The cool part is that we can talk about somebody who graduated and, I don't know, just still be like family. And, yeah, sure. And then we love on their siblings.
That's it.
You know, then they're part of our family.
Absolutely.
That's how it rolls around here. Yeah.
That's the ultimate punching tool.
That is so cool.
Everyone's like, ooh.
Wow.
I've always thought that, you know, we call Thomas Doubting Thomas. And
Do exactly what I do. Slowly over.
Hey, principal.
Oh, hey.
What you doing?
This is how I transport around camp.
1710, here we go. Oh, that was. To take anything, just like. 1810, here we go.
Here we go. And we're off. Woo! Ladies, how was the hike?
It was good.
We're not done yet, though. We're not gonna go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah.
How was the hike, buddy?
Good. So far.
What was your favorite part?
The trail.
Yeah. View's pretty nice, huh?
Yes.
Which hand is it?
Get out of here! I did not see it at all.
It was impossible.
I did not see that.
Just focus on the hands, like. Here, Desert Christian Vlog. This one's for you.
Desert Christian Vlog? Oh, that's...
Wait, hold on. It's a team effort. Huh?
What you doing?
I am preparing for my speech for bonfire tonight.
Oh, are you giving a speech at bonfire?
Yes, about repentance.
We all need to hear it.
All right.
The powerful thing is about retreating and getting away is that then the seniors are empowered to have, well, and the upperclassmen too are empowered to have leadership. So like what we did with our seniors is we allowed them to get together after, so they had this really powerful retreat at the beginning of the school year, before school even started. It was the week before school. So they set goals for the year. These are what we want our leadership to look like. This is what good leaders look like. And so we gave them the chance to come up with that themselves.
You will regret it. Underwear.
Amy's not. She literally.
I don't think she is.
This guy thinks he's better than me.
I honestly think those three are the werewolves and the minions, and they're conspiring against me.
So there's no tenor. So there's no tenor right now. So that's what I'm wearing.
Friendship bracelets.
Or like slipping. Let it dry.
So we have the right thing, so let's just try it again.
What's how the...
I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Ryan, you're fine. Okay, I'm gonna jump.
Yeah, I'm good.
3.
Okay. Everyone ready?
I got you.
All right, go!
Go, 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 go.
Stand behind the line.
And make sure you guys are taking turns and you're behind the line.
Hold it. One more.
Yes.
Oh. Go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Heads back. You guys are chest out. All right, here we go. Marilyn, heads back. 3, 2, 1, go. We're going to grab.
What's the other one? There's 2.
But it's okay.
You're gonna drop me. You won't be like that.
No, it's okay. You rest my arm.
Put me down. Wait, you guys ordered the flag?
We have the best flag.
Oh my God.
2019 retreat.
We have the best job. I'm not gonna lie.
We have the best job.
I love what I do.
We just finished homeroom games, homeroom competitions. We're getting ready to have a bonfire. And Stuco and our seniors are going to lead it in worship, a cappella.
Yep.
You hear them practicing in the background right now.
We'll get to see our kids be kids and yet operate out of their best gifts. Just to see them just come together and work and be a team and love each other and laugh.
That's it, just to retreat, just to get away from school and to do this. Look at them talking with each other.
Repentance, better than anyone else. His name is Paul. So I'm going to read you guys 2 Timothy.
Thank you guys. So last night was so much fun. All the powers right here. Okay, balloon races. Stinky cheese. Hoops away. First place, cornball. All right, next, newspaper search. That was like, you're killing me, Smalls. What, you want to make us look at tiny prints in the dark? And first place, Smoking Turtle. Third place. Third place. All right, Smoking Turtle. Yay. We have a first in the history of Desert Christian with retreat. We have a first ever. There's Ty. Okay. So never, ever. We've been doing this again 28 years. We did games the very first year, and we've never had a tie before. I'm just gonna put it this way. Not only was there a tie, there's a 3-way tie for first place. It's a reflection of this senior class. The community of this school. Congratulations, Werecats.
Okay, so welcome back. We hope that you you enjoyed that. It's a really special, really special 3 days for us that we do this.
And it's so much fun.
It's oh my gosh, it's so much fun. So we want to talk about some of the things that you saw and the different activities, but really to start with, why do we retreat? Why do we take our students away? Why do we get away from the classroom and from the school? And one of the reasons why we do that is because we really feel like it's important to take off the teacher hat and just put on the normal person hat.
Yeah.
Let your students see that you're not just a teacher, and for us to see that they're not just students.
Right.
These are real people. We're real people, and in that way,
we can see each other's humanity. We all struggle. We all have ups. We all have downs. Those are important for kids to see that we're normal people. Right?
Yes, for sure.
Like when you run into your kids at the ball, it's like this awkward thing, you know. But I would say that doesn't exist quite as much with our students when we run into them in public. You know, that we have real lives too.
Yeah, for sure. So that's one of the things that we feel like is really, really important. If you want to build trust and you want to build a relationship, because you have to build those two things. If your kids are going to if you're going to have good classroom management, if they're going to want to listen to what you have to say, and if they're going to retain that information.
Also for us, we've been talking about authenticity quite a bit in our previous vlogs. And one of the ways in which that also happens is taking those masks off. So at school, we compartmentalize ourselves, and for good reasons. I mean, we have to be professional, and we have to, well, again, good classroom management often means that we can't be goofballs all the time, right?
Right.
But when you retreat, when you get away, you can take off your mask and you can be a little bit more of the real you. And then that only enhances the authenticity of the relationships that you're trying to build with people. So not only are you saying, hey, I'm a real person, but then you're saying, hey, I'm a person who, again, struggles and wrestles just like you do. You don't have to tell them all your dark stuff. I mean, that's not what we're saying. But, letting you, for example, wear your emotions on your sleeves. Kids need to know that we can be goofy, we can cry, we can, just be real people instead of being these sometimes stoic professional beings that we have to be at school.
One of the biggest lies that I heard when I was student teaching and when I was in college trying to finish my degree was that teachers are supposed to be really, really tough at the beginning of the year, never smile, don't, give them an inch and that kind of thing. And
At
then
least until November or whatever.
Yeah, and so then by Christmas or whatever, you can kind of let up a little bit because they're hardened or whatever. And that's just not true at all. That's not true. You have to start with the smile, start with a handshake or a fist bump at the door.
That's right.
And in retreat, when you get away, even if it is just to a Starbucks or something, that is the way that's a really good way to start building trust and relationship with your students.
Absolutely.
So, for example, some of the activities that you saw here in retreat would be of course, the kids, probably their favorite is the homeroom competition that you saw a couple clips of that at night where we, and that's all like secret squirrel stuff, so we couldn't show you too much. But, it's down there in the dark and they can't see a whole lot of what the other homerooms are doing and they have to compete. And yes, it's a competition, but the biggest part of that, the way that you win, is by working together as a team.
And in community, in collaboration.
Yeah. Because they're designed to not really doesn't take skill, doesn't take talent.
Yeah.
What it takes is a team.
Right.
And so that builds relationship between the students, which really helps with, the feel around your campus and that kind of thing.
For sure.
It starts the whole feel for the whole rest of the school year.
One of the pieces I liked was Cassie got up on stage. She just pulled up, but we had our guest speaker was a magician. She got pulled up on stage, and just your authenticity and your reactions and just being being real in the moment, but also being okay with being goofy in front of all these people.
Yep.
And being okay with that, and the kids saying, "Oh, this person loves to laugh. This person loves to be silly."
Yes, absolutely. And I'm silly in my classroom, but then there's obviously also times where it's like, no, this is time, or we need to buckle down, and there's some things that we want to learn today, and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, I mean, other things, just real quick that you saw in there would be, we have chapel where we do worship. And if you're in a public school, maybe that's not, maybe you can't necessarily do chapel, but you could do singing and fellowship and that kind of thing.
There's something powerful about just eating together with people.
Yeah, we
right?
eat together. We have activities that the students can choose from so they can break out into different groups and go on a hike or a zip line or horseback riding or swimming or just rest and reading a book or watch a movie. And so it's just about getting into groups with people that maybe you don't really usually hang out at school with, and then you develop new friendships and that kind of thing.
Right, because oftentimes at retreat, we teach certain grade levels, and so it gives us an opportunity to hang out with kids that we usually don't hang out with. And some of the relationships I have today were formed a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And now I have a chance to speak into those kids' lives because of the foundation that was laid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool to think about.
Yeah, so anyway, just close with trying to retreat. Try to get away with your students, even if it's just across the street to, the Taco Bell or the Starbucks or something like that. Start off small. We promise it will reap huge rewards if you can do something like that with them.
And I don't know, just try, think outside of the box. You never know if you go to your administrator. You don't have because you don't ask. So get creative. Think about ways in which you can even retreat at school. Why do we have to take, even get away? Why can't we take a school day and do something different where it's not being governed by a bell every 50 minutes or whatever? And you know what? We're going to can the bell schedule today, and we're going to do something different. We're going to go play games in the gym.
Yeah.
We're going to all have a barbecue together. You can do that on your campus. You can stay within the rules of your school district or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's still a profitable school day. Got to be intentional about planning it out.
Yeah.
It can't just be chaos, but do it. Get a group of teachers together and think about it, and go to your admin, and we would love to hear about it.
Yeah, and remember, we've been doing this since 1991 at our school, and so it was a huge paradigm shift at first, and of course there was mess at the beginning in terms of getting this all situated and done at the right time. But if you guys start it, it might be messy at first, but give it time, let it develop, and you'll get it down just right, and it'll be amazing.
All right.
So, all right.
Be inspired.
Be inspired.
Come on, do it.
See you next time.
Bye.